That's really interesting. I've not kind of looked at it in that way before. I like your
Yeah.
point there. I mean,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you, a follow-on question of in terms of, you know, firstly we've looked at where you see the market now and the key things that are going on, but the follow-on
Mhm.
to that is really what do you see the next steps being? What are the future trends? And I think that's an interesting one, if you see that
Mhm.
as being a future pathway.
Yes, I do. I do. I think a lot of what procurement is going to be focused on is going to where the people are.
It's it's,
um,
it's really fascinating because it's ultimately about weaving the value that procurement can deliver into just the life cycle or the natural workflow that people are operating under, or maybe
yes.
where those workflows kind of are going to. Um,
Mhm.
how do you see that? How do you see that happening? How are procurement going to get closer to where the people are actually operating at the moment? What do you see as the kind of different routes to that?
Well, I think there's going to be the way that I look at it is actually through technology. So there's already technologies out there. Let's just say uh, you have an organization that works in Slack, right? And they're working in Slack on a project. We'll just say a marketing team's working in Slack on a project, and they decide they need to order something. Right in Slack, there's going to be, you need to order something, you know, here's where you go. And then it's going to take you through that ordering process and direct you to where you need to be without having any previous knowledge of that process. Right. And that's the huge struggle. So I'll give you an example. So I was having a conversation with a consulting firm and a client, and they were going through a process of identifying buying channels, and they actually identified 15 buying channels as an organization. And that's probably not uncommon. If you take a step back and you look at your own organization, there's probably 15 or more different buying channels that you're asking your organization to go through. But if I take that a step deeper, a buying channel could look like this for an end user. It is, I have a service and it's under $500, you need to go this direction. If I have a service and it's over $500 but below $10,000, here's a different route that you're going to need to go. If it's a service and it's over $10,000 and doesn't have a contract, here's the different route you need to go. And right now, and those are just three examples, right? Right now, we're asking the end users to know all of that, right?
It's a
But at
lot.
the end of the day, yeah, at the end of the day, when you just want to buy something, do you want to know what all those channels are? No, you just want to get something purchased. Like I'm sitting in sales, I'm sitting in marketing. I just want something. I just want to purchase something. That's all. I don't want to know the 15 different buying channels. So I think this technology is going to help us get to the point where the end users don't need to know. It's just going to direct them where they need to go and get a purchase, and it's going to be seamless, and hopefully have less and less black holes in procurement versus what we have today.